Hello everybody, my name is AJ. Welcome back to the AJ Snot channel. You're looking at my face, which means it's time for another cheap toy review. Applause, applause. We don't have the budget for that, so it's just me yelling applause. The audience is completely disinterested because it's a yellow wall. Today, we're doing our Just Add Water cheap toys. Starting off with this amazing aquarium. Whoa, look at that. All right, what do we got in the amazing? So the amazing aquarium has 3 different varieties, as you see there. You got a shark, you got a tropical fish, and you got turtles. What kind did we get? Turtles. Turtles. Look at them. Look at them. All right, let's see what the back. So this is for ages 6 and up. This was under $3. So, you know, if you're a shitty biological father and you get you're trying to get your visitation rights and you've forgotten about your kid's birthday, run by the Ingles, grab one of these bad boys. You're good to go. Let's see, it's Anchor Play is the company that makes them. You watch them grow, which sounds wildly inappropriate. Let's see, what else? That's it. I mean, it's just, you just add water. Okay, so let's get into it. I like that they give an easy to open package. You don't have to like rip the plastic. It's just like, oh, I was talking smack and then I found tape. A tape. Why do they got a tape? Who are they trying to keep out? What secrets are they trying to hide from us? Let's see, choking hazard. So don't give it to. There's directions on the back. The directions are just a picture of you just adding water. So, here we go. Oh, look, the little vent in the top that you add water in. They're pictures of little fishes kissing. Okay, so let's get our turtles kind of like. Okay, see, now they're both, they look like they're doing something inappropriate, but at least they're both on their feet. And we're going to use our 1970s middle class America glass. And we're just going to pour some water all over my stool and valuable electronics. The studio is getting soaked right now. My high class manager and my LA talent agent are just super mad that I'm making this mess right now. And it's not just me alone in a room screaming at a camera. It never is. There's a whole crowd of people right there rooting me on. They know what they got when they signed me to a contract to make exciting content. Okay, so that should be enough water. Let's see. Are they in there? Yep, they're in there. So we're going to watch them grow. But before we get to those, got another one. That's right, it's a twofer. I got another cheap toy. Yeah, everybody loves turtles, but who doesn't love the science of growing crystals, right? So we got us a crystal growing kit. The growing kit comes with everything you need. This is funny because I'm going to prove that it's not. Everything, a bag of crystals, bag of crystal growing chemicals, 2 granite base rocks, 1 mixing stick, 1 display pedestal, and instructions. Now, unless you're going to mix these chemicals in the bag, I don't think it comes with everything you need. So let's see. This is made by Adventure Club. It's for ages 8 and up. I got this at the same Ingles that I got the other one at. Same price, under $3. So if you get again, if you're a bad father, bad mother, bad step-parent, emergency present situation, and your kid's kind of a science nerd, get them some crystals, man. So, yeah, you've got the blue stuff from that Scarlett Johansson movie that made her super smart. So that's good. We'll put that in our body later. Don't do that. That's a joke. Don't eat it. It even has warnings on the label warning you that it's a chemical and you shouldn't do that. 1 popsicle stick, Let's see, we got our display stand. This will come in handy later with our massive crystals. So we're going to put this off to the side for right now. We got 2 granite stones, right? We got our, that's just a placard and that's trash. These are our instructions. So let's look at our instructions. Okay, this is the exciting part. This is the part where you prove that you're not a bad parent. You've got instructions. You're going to read them. Your kid's going to have a lot of fun because you're going to do all the work. You know, while your kid's just like, I grew crystals by myself. Meanwhile, you did all the heavy lifting. Okay, let's see. With the help of an adult, pour in the required amount of water needed, see chart below, into a pan using a measuring jug. The science got in my throat. You will need a pan that is no longer used for cooking and will only be used for mixing and heating chemicals. Pour crystals into the pan. Keep 1/8 of the crystals in the bag. Slowly heat the pan, stirring the crystals until they have fully dissolved using your wooden spatula. Wait for the liquid to cool to lukewarm temperature. While the liquid is cooling, place your rocks into the desired tray. Small rocks have been provided. However, for a more prominent crystal, you may wish to find larger rocks in your garden. Please ensure they are washed and you washed your hands after touching them. Who are you, my mother? Now, pour the liquid from the pan into the tray, pouring over the rocks. Once the liquid has settled, take the remaining grains, still in your bag, and sprinkle them above the base rocks so they settle onto the rocks. Set your tray with the crystal solution in a place where it will not be disturbed by movement or rapid change in temperature. I got one of those put aside. Crystals should start to grow in a few hours. Allow crystals to grow undisturbed for 3 to 4 days. You can then decide one of 2 things. Remove the crystal from the solution. Let the solution evaporate for a few more days, which will allow crystal to grow even larger. Place the crystal mass aside on a piece of paper or paper towel and allow it to completely dry for 1 day. If the crystal mass and the base rock have formed a square shape due to the shape of the plastic tray, you may choose to break off the excess crystals to make your crystal look more geologically natural. What? So, are they saying that you put the tray in the thing with the water? What's going on here? Okay, so we're going to take a crack at this. Nothing you need yeah, we'll be right back. Look, I'm going to go get some hot water and some safety goggles, and we're going to start. Okay, so I am back. The trip to the microwave, using sophisticated techniques and a lot of irresponsibility, I've heated this water nice and hot. So let's take our blue crystals and we'll dissolve it in this super hot water. Oh, it turned all blue. Let's see. Does that look like about 1/8 of the bag left? I don't... Jesse! Can you see how blue it is? Ba-dee, da-ba-dee, ba-dee, or however that song goes. Alright, we're going to stir it with our magical stirring stick. Stirring, and we're stirring. Actually, it looks like it dissolved pretty quickly. Okay. So now we're going to take our base rocks, and I'm going to try to drop them like opposite. I'm going to use both of them, and I'm going to try to drop them in kind of opposite of one another. I was going to move them with the stick, but that actually looks pretty good. Now, we'll take crushed up the last of this. But now we gotta wait for this stuff to cool off just a little bit, because it's just gonna end up dissolving the this blue stuff. And I think what the idea is you need to have like a seed solution resting on top of the rock to give those crystals something to grab onto so that they can start forming the geometric shapes. So we're just gonna let this cool off for a little bit, like you do. Maybe I can help it. So I got some freezer ice that was stuck to the wall of my deep freeze freezer. We're going to use that to kind of cool off some of this solution a little bit faster than it would naturally, which is probably going to ruin our whole crystalline process. But you know what? I think we'll be okay. Okay, so I've officially run out of patience, and I've decided it's cool enough. I don't know if it's quite lukewarm. It's like hot bath temperature, which is not lukewarm. But we're going to pour the rest of our crystals in here, and then we're going to go set them in our... we're going to set our crystals, and then our fish, or turtles rather, in a resting place, and we'll watch what happens. Okay, so I'll see you guys back here in a couple days. Well guys, it's been a couple days, and as you can see, my turtles have grown quite well. How fun was that? Now I've got giant squishy turtles in a box that I can't play with, which is probably for the best. I do think though that we're in for some disappointment, because I think that my crystals didn't crystal. So I was looking for some gloves or something that I could wear, and then I remembered that I just don't care. So if we reach in here, yeah. So all we really have is some, like the blue stuff in a toilet or something. So what I'm gonna try, what I think I did wrong was after I heated these up and mixed it all together, I put it out in the garage, and then it got really cold, and I think that the cold wouldn't let the crystals crystallize. So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to get this water super hot, and then we're going to set it up again, but this time in here, and we're going to see if maybe if we keep it a little warmer, if it'll make some crystals for us. We're going to give it another couple days, and if not, we're just going to chalk it up to just another failure that we can tell our therapist about. So I'll see you then. Here we go. Well, everybody, here's the thing. Not everything works out the way you think it's gonna. I want to show you our turtles that we just added water to. Of course they worked. They got super gigantic. A lot of times with these things you're supposed to be able to leave them out and they will dry out and shrink back down, and I'm sure that these eventually would if I left them someplace dry long enough. But you know, it's been several days and they're still pretty squishy. So that was fun, right? That was a fun thing. The thing that I think I'm disappointed about is the crystals. As you can see, this is what I've left it out for, I think, about a week or so, and this is what it looks like right here. I'm going to give you a closer shot here in a second. I'm going to pour the remaining liquid out. Yeah. So crystals definitely formed, just not in the way that we wanted. So you can see down in there. These have formed some geometric crystals a little bit, just on the bottom, just on top of each other, but nothing has really formed. I don't know if you can see this really well. Nothing has really formed on the rocks. Nothing is attached to them. The crystals haven't really encased them. Mostly what's happened is as the water's evaporated, it's just made a crystalline coating around the side of this. Now, would I say that I'm disappointed? Of course not. Why would I be disappointed? This was a cheap toy. We're doing a cheap toy review. I'm sure that in better conditions, under better circumstances, we might have gotten the crystals to grow on the rock itself. I'm a little apprehensive towards thinking that the rock should have been smooth in the first place, because these rocks, hopefully I don't stain my fingers blue, they're smooth. They're like landscaping smooth river pebbles. But yeah, I think that might have been a problem. It didn't give anything for the crystals to latch onto, and I think our execution wasn't very scientific, because I just threw them outside and then it got cold all of a sudden. I don't think they wanted it. Whatever. It doesn't matter. We spent like $3. Look how much fun we have. I hope that I did make a time lapse. I haven't reviewed it yet. I hope that you enjoyed the time lapse. I hope it's something to watch. If anything, we got to see these turtles get all big and stuff, and how fun is that to watch that happen. But yeah, we had a lot of fun. All in all, I mean, it would be worth $3 to just try again, if I'm being honest. I'm not going to, but you know, if I was like really big into crystals, one of those weirdos, yeah, sure, I'll try it again. But that's it. Apparently they come in different colors. I think maybe I would try a different color that wasn't blue. Maybe a different container. I don't know. You know, you just never know. But that's it. We had a lot of fun. I can't wait for the next cheap toy review. And I hope to see you there. Bye now.